Hello, Wednesday people. Here we are. This is a stream, and it's happening, and my face is bigger than usual, and that's because I just wanted to show you some updates on some of the traditional illustration I've been doing. Um, let's see, where can you see that well? No, move it this way, this way. There we go. Okay, now let me angle it so the light's not reflecting off it weird. Is it gonna? Oh, it wanted to focus for a minute and then gave up. Anyway, yeah. So this is the stuff I've been tooling on. These are the little chapter top illustrations mostly. Yeah, not this guy. This guy is just because Beaumont gets attacked by a couple of these, and I wanted to make sure that readers did not feel bad about his absolutely murdering them. Here's a obsidian knife that plays a role at some point. What else have I done? I kind of showed some of this stuff before, but here's some more of it. We've got this is Sinoni. This is a female version of this guy. You can totally tell the difference, can't you? She has a egg sac from an evil Dridian attached to her. And then this is a book that these kind of people create, where it's like a kind of like a reel-to-reel tape sort of thing, where they can spin these little knobs, and it's kind of a braille type of writing system. And then this is like a dice that the Rumshaw use for all their business dealings, because they're totally into wacky jokes and hijinks. And if you roll a black side down, which puts the black bell at the top, you have to pay double. And if you roll the white side down, which would be a white bell at the top, you pay nothing. So that's how they do most of their transactions. And Beaumont at some point gets a super duper pooper rare version of them that's all white. So that's basically like a free anything. Like he can go to any Rumshaw and be like, I'm paying with this. And they'll be like, awesome, here's whatever it is you want. Yeah. This is a Rumshaw relic that's in a temple that's under attack by the Dridian, and all these are Dridian hairs. When the Dridians die, they like shoot out their little poison hairs everywhere. Anything else cool? Here's some more mundane items that play some role at some point in the story. That you know, I like to do this kind of mundane world building at the top of the chapter heads. It's just like, hey, here's a little item. This is what an artifact in Talifar looks like. So, yeah, that's what I've been doing traditionally, here and there in doctors' offices and meetings and stuff like that. Yeah, okay. Time to make my head small again. Oh. There we go. Alright. Hey, last time I promised to learn a trick before I came back, and I actually did it. Are you ready for this trick? So I was having this problem where I was doing this little bumpy textures inside the ear here. You can see all that little scattered thing. And a problem comes in because that little stippling was like coming through the back. You can see it really, really pronounced here. Actually, if I turn on this material, you can really see it, right? And that's not the texture I want for the back of the ears. So I was like, I know there has to be a way to make that not happen. And it is in fact here. So anyone who does ZBrush, here's a free lesson for you. Under your brush menu, there is an auto masking. Click that, and then you go to back face mask. So now I could do anything, no matter how dramatically, on one side of the ear, like that, and it won't affect the front at all. Hooray! Hi, Damon! And Renee Shelton, hello! And Dottie, hey ya! Damon says, get drunk, pass out, and end up with an evil egg sack. Yeah, that would be bad. Light Strike, hello! And Linda. Thanks for coming by, guys. Let's see if I can accomplish my goal tonight.
Where's Aletha?
Oh, Aletha's slacking.
Late.
Yeah. We'll have to find her. Which is going to be difficult since she already voluntarily pays me Patreon money. I'll just double her bill. I think I could do that in Patreon. She'll become my first $20 a month supporter. It'll be exciting. You guys, I've been looking into 3D printers over the past several days. I'm getting to the point where the economy of scale is starting to hit, where I've probably spent $2,000 or more at this point on ordering prints from third parties. And you can get a pretty darn good 3D printer for 2,000 bucks now. So, looking into that as a business investment.
I'm done with this.
You're done with what? Your hand? You want to cut it off?
God. Just let it fall off naturally, like the other one.
Let your hand
It's already
fall.
doing it, so.
Oh. Okay, here's something. See how these little dots, I'm kind of trying to fade them down into this other texture treatment. I'm not completely content with how that's working out, so I had this thought of, oh, the other thing I was going to try to do, oh, here's Aletha, honey. She says hi.
Aletha, I beat you. I was here first.
Heather was here first, you guys.
I beat Josh, actually.
That's true. You were on the couch before me. So you can't actually, okay, so when I go to my brushes, you can change your alpha here, right? There's all these ones that are automatically loaded in, and they're all like pretty low res, crappy options. You know, I could do this. Yay. Or I could do, let's see, what I've been doing is this drag rectangle, and then it's like, okay, look at that. I can make that dumb pattern. Cool. But what I wanted was to have all my favorite things, like these skin and scale textures, preloaded, so I don't, every time I open ZBrush, I don't have to go in and load all my favorite stuff again. So it turns out when you put them in that folder that you would expect to do it, it just ends up in your light box, which is not what I want. But talking to a friend of mine who has worked very closely with the development team on ZBrush, he was saying that the reason is because these textures can become enormous, and having them preloaded in your alpha palette can just like completely bog everything down. So the compromise is you load them and they're all in here, and you have to like go in and double click them, and that will load them then into your thing, which is still annoying, but it's easier than doing an import, blah blah blah. Enough with the blahs. Let's go to how I want to solve this problem. I want to solve these dots merging into this, and what this has, it has some of these like super subtle, almost like fish scale kind of thing going on, which is great, because I feel like if I use that, well, not that way. Let's try not to subtract. Let's lower the intensity a bit. Okay, right. So if I line it up and scale it properly, it seems like I should have a pretty good transition. That is my theory. Damon says, Heather will always be first if we're being honest. We can't compete. Yeah, sorry, you guys. You know, I would marry all of you if it were allowed, but I live in Washington State, and that's just not allowed. Okay. Is this working? Kind of. So if I start with that, and then I go in, and I'm like, let's just recruit a couple of these guys to be a little more aggressive. And then we can just kind of slowly ease them out of their aggression as they fall off from the main pattern. Josh, Cult of Josh, here we come. Yeah, I don't know if I'm charismatic enough to be a cult leader. But, you know, I've never tried, so if you don't reach for your dreams, you'll never accomplish them. My problem is that I don't even believe anything that I say, let alone believe it enough to try to convince other people that I'm right about stuff. I think that's kind of an important part of being a cult leader. So you need to convince people that your version of reality is the correct one. And also that the rest of the world is so incorrect that you need to separate yourself from the rest of the world. I think this is going somewhere. Yeah. It is feeling better. Although, here's what I really like about this area down here is I see a good variety of like a nested scale. So not scale like scales on a fish or a reptile, but scale as in like as in the scale of big to small. So there's like these larger, and then it gets like it's kind of more restful here. You're seeing less of this repeated pattern, and it goes more into this cracky thing, and there's kind of this nice interplay. Whereas up here, it's much more rigid, it feels like, because the scale is uniform throughout the whole area. So I wonder if, let's see, what if smooth down parts of it. I guess there's already some smoother here. And then go in and do like a much larger. Let's try much smaller. No, not good to be smaller. Let's try another alpha that is similar but different, which I think which one of these is similar but different? No, that's the same. Let's try this one. That double click not work. Damon says, well, if cults worshipping a sandal and a gourd can spring up nearly spontaneously, I think you might be selling yourself short there. Rest in peace. He said, weird. Said the video was unavailable. Oh, like this video that I'm on right now? Okay, here we go. Okay, so... So this is a mixture of big and little scales, which I was saying is... But it still has this uniformity to it that I've managed to avoid here. What is doing that? If I do something like this. I'm going to try doing that, but with less intensity. That's how you succeed in life. You try to do what you did before, but with less intensity. Pretty sure any coach will tell you that. You guys, I really love a lot of the music that I have in my live stream playlist, but I live stream often enough that I really need more variety. Where do I get royalty-free music? A lot of streams that I watch seem to play like, what is it? Is it called like lo-fi remix blibbity blah, and it's like video game soundtrack kind of stuff. I don't know how you get that and how you check to know that it's monetization safe. Yet another thing I need to look into. It is like a theme song, but like if you had to listen to the same thing, like if you were watching a TV show and like the theme music was just playing through the entire show the whole time. It took me, I mean, the reason I ended up with this pretty small playlist is because I spent hours on YouTube's tool that is supposed to let, you type in an artist and a song and it'll tell you if it's, if it's claimed, right? So I made this huge playlist of all these bands that I have, of the ones that weren't claimed, and it was big. It was probably, I don't know, at least 100 albums. And then when I started streaming regularly, I would, you know, just have the playlist going, and pretty much every video I made, the first 10 of them at least, there was a copyright claim, so I couldn't monetize it. And I was like, okay, well, I'll just go through this process and weed them out. So clearly YouTube's tool is not very good. It's like, okay, fine, but I could just do this through trial and error. So, you know, these were I don't know, 6 or 7 albums that I have on constant loop right now are basically the ones that I've confirmed are safe for monetization. And the thought of going through that again and then having, you know, another 10 of my videos unable to be monetized is like, how much is that worth to me? I don't know. Too many cooks? Yeah, that's true. That is a good example of a show with the theme song through the entire show. But it's a theme song that's so good that it warrants it. Aletha, have you seen Too Many Cooks? If you haven't, I feel like you would simultaneously like it, and then it would also like ramp your anxiety up for some reason. So I highly recommend that you watch it and also not watch it. It's pretty hilarious. Dottie says Heather can play the piano during your live streams. Yeah, why are you being so lazy and not playing the piano, hon?
What?
Dottie just said that you can solve my music problems by playing piano during my live streams. So stop being so lazy and take off your hand cast and just start.
I can play with my right hand.
That's true. You did actually play a little bit last week with one hand.
Well, and then...
And like the side of one of your fingers.
I came up with a new song, sort of, but then I was limited because I was using the wrong finger, so I had to take a video of it, so maybe I'll remember sometime.
Okay. Yeah, after she's done with all her surgeries that are like stitching her back together, yeah, maybe that's she'll be willing to do that. Just be like a lounge pianist. She could take, not orders. What's it called when you ask a musician to play something?
Wow.
Commands? Orders? Requests, that's the one.
Honey, stop making word puzzles for us. I don't...
You don't need more word puzzles?
I thought about playing that one app, right?
Oh, yeah.
And then,
you
because
totally
I found what keys they were in.
Oh, no, I'm just saying you should just use that app and just, like, make some nice lo-fi droning music. I don't know what it'll sound like going through the microphone of my webcam, but...
Probably perfect.
Probably perfect.
Let me see really quick which one is which. So I took the pictures. Oh wait, no, I wrote it down. Even better, even faster than looking through my phone.
Yeah, Letha, I think Too Many Cooks was my favorite internet video of last year or the year before, whenever that came out. I can't keep track of years anymore. It was probably 23 years ago is when it came out.
Forever free theme. That's like nice.
What are we looking like? That's nice. I really like this area here. This is feeling natural. And it only took 25 minutes to do like a 1/4 inch of the surface. Perfect. Although I guess to be fair, a lot of that was experimenting. Is that polyphonic?
Yeah.
It doesn't sound like a set that I've used before.
It sound like what?
It doesn't sound like a set that I've used before.
There's 5.
There's 5 of them? Okay, hold on. I gotta turn off my music.
My keyboard, or my keyboard. My piano is in too.
How's that? Can you guys hear that at all? Or does she need to turn it up? Hey there, Alacron. Glad you caught me. Linda, you've got no video? Try refreshing.
I haven't heard that one.
Yeah, you pretty much got it. Just don't be tempted to use your left hand. Damon says, this is reminding me of Piano Man on Twitch. Husband-wife duo. Oh. I'll have to check him out. Eric, you're gonna try Zbrush? Awesome. The client that I was telling you guys about, the big commission that I got, I'm simultaneously happy and sad. We kind of changed direction a little bit. I was going to be doing just completely traditional sculpting of the pieces for them. But after talking it through, they agreed that going digital would probably be a better way to go, given their time constraints and also the way they want to get the images. They know someone who could render them really well, so less garage time and like making physical cool stuff and more ZBrush time. But you know, I've been wanting to get better at ZBrush anyway, so I can't complain. I need to practice it if I want to get better at it. I still have a ton of traditional stuff I'll be doing. Yeah, Dane, it's a bit of a bummer, but yeah, I'm lucky that I can do both, so I didn't lose a job because of it. Alacron says, I tried ZBrush, it's so overwhelming, but I really want to 3D print stuff I made. It is overwhelming. ZBrush is so hard to get into, man. On the plus side, there are probably literally thousands of really great tutorials for learning it now. If I continue to improve enough, at some point I might be tempted to do a ZBrush tutorial, but there are just so many like incredibly talented people who have done really good tutorials out there. What I haven't seen, and maybe because I haven't looked recently, is one that's like for the absolute beginner, who's like, where did my brush go? How do I save files? You know, why did my screen change to a different mode, and how do I get back to what I was doing? Those are the things that plague you the first couple days of learning ZBrush, couple weeks sometimes. Alacron says, you're great at putting things into easy to understand words for us dummies. Haha. I do my best. Eric says, I get annoyed learning new software, but now that I'm in a game class, I can just bug my classmates on how to do stuff. That is super helpful to have an actual physical person close to you who can answer questions. That's like invaluable. Saves so much time. Damon, you keep having to refresh, huh? Everything on my end is saying it's great. Everything's green. What I'm trying to say is I think you guys are all lying. You're all lying liars. Yeah, Letha, my internet connection's great, but that doesn't mean, like, after it exits my house and goes to Comcast, it's not getting clogged up somewhere along the way. At least I think that's what that means. That gives me a great idea, Eric and Alacreon. What I've never seen in a tutorial is, hey, let's just put someone in front of the computer that has never used ZBrush before, and then I could just be there and be like, hey, try this, and they'll do a thing, and then they'll run into all those gates that people who have never used it before run into. And so it won't be up to me to, like, come up with a curriculum. I could just literally be answering questions. See, I'm interested in doing videos that haven't been done before. And that is something I haven't seen done. You have piqued my interest. And now I'm going to be thinking about that all night tonight. Thanks a lot, you guys. Thanks for the insomnia. Alacron says, fun watching, gonna play some Ni no Kuni 2 before bed. Yay, Ni no Kuni. I got the first one. It was just, and I love the art, I love the design. I got out into the big open world and started doing quests, and then it just got so JRPG-y. I couldn't handle it. But I'm super happy for people who still love JRPGs. Because who better to make one than Studio Ghibli? Damon says, I'm fine here. It goes to the YouTube video unavailable, like the video was banned or stream banned, etc.
Is that because of this?
I don't think so.
Wait,
here's a question for you guys. Was it doing that before Heather started playing the app, the music on the app? Because I mean, I don't think that app could possibly be part of it because
it lets you do. That's the point of the app.
Yeah, it's not canned music. It's just a bunch of separate elements that you press buttons and bring them in and out. Oh yeah, and plus that wouldn't stop the video from playing. I mean, I've played lots of music. It just demonetizes the video. So I don't think that's what it was.
Oh, it doesn't pause where you're at.
It happened before Heather? Okay, cool.
Oh shoot, it was broken.
Alacreon says, yeah, Ni no Kuni is not the greatest of games. The second one fixed a lot of issues, but it's relaxing and allows me to wind down before bed. Yeah, JRPGs are good for that. Especially ones as, like, charming like that. They're not like aggressive in your face like a Final Fantasy game or whatever.
I'm just like, just call me DJ.
DJ Heather in the house, y'all. You need to. Oh, you're not wearing your trucker hat. I was gonna say you need to put it sideways or something.
I have trucker hats.
You do have
all over on
you do have the
floor.
MacBook in front of you with the Apple prominently displayed. So you're practically a DJ. DJ Heatherish.
Heatherish.
Yeah.
Lots of Heatherish
Damon
things,
named you.
hence the things.
Yeah.
I just did Twitter and I don't understand why I did it, but because I have one friend on there that I really like. I'm behind all the
times.
cool jokes.
Yeah. You're more active on Instagram than me, so you're cooler than me. I will be on Instagram regularly once it's easy to upload photos from my computer.
Buttons to push, and I don't know which one is doing it. Ooh, that's a cool one.
You know what would make that app really cool would be if you could record your own sounds into it.
I know, but do you hear it goes breathe?
Yeah. Nasir says, with the music, he feels like he's getting a Thai massage.
Thank you. I don't know.
I have lately been getting, it's not, I need to remember how to say it. My masseuse is from Laos, which makes it not a lousy massage, not a Laosian massage. It's, how do you say that? She told me, and I was like, oh yeah, that's how you should say something from Laos. Laosian? Laosian? Laos? No? It's like saying what a person who supports you on Patreon is. I can't do that either. I've heard people just say patron, but since it's called Patreon, I always feel like it needs another syllable in there, and then I insert some nonsensical syllable.
I just like the sounds.
trying to decide if I like this line or not. I feel like I do, but I also don't. Maybe because it splits like that. Get out of the way.
Guitar solo.
Oh yeah. Makes me think of the mournful electric guitar solos in the movie The Crow. Which I probably haven't seen since like 1995, so it's probably pretty inaccurate. Patreonite, like Mennonites. Sure, seems like a good option.
God. Why do they all say something dumb? Never gonna let you go.
It feels like a contemporary modern Christian worship song.
I don't even know what they're saying on this one. And then I can have someone going on the microphone, like megaphone.
Yeah, that's feeling better.
And it fades for you perfectly. It's like, oh, thank you. So thoughtful.
That's what really sets the quality DJs apart.
Fade out. I think I already did this one.
Fade out and then like 20 seconds of silence while they're trying to queue up the next thing. This is when you start talking about there's a party in the house and everyone raise your hands and like you just don't care. That's where you need that DJ flair.
Guitar. This one has piano.
Yeah, I like this one. It's a good set. Got these kind of bigger lumps here, and then instantly right next to them is these much smaller ones. It's not working out too well.
I think I know this one.
Oops.
What is doing that one? There we go.
Nasir's requesting that you repeat that music. I started to like it, brought some sweet memories.
What music?
I don't know. It's too late now. Your memory, you'll just have to rewind.
From this time.
I assume so. Must have had a great Thai massage at some point. Laotian. That feels right. Laotian.
Oh, they did it here too. Isolated the ones that I'm not gonna remember. That one takes away from the piano. No. Let's do the whole band.
Bring them all on. Every instrument, full volume. All right, everyone, drop your ecstasy. Why is there that beat? Oh gosh, I thought I turned it off. Let's hear it for the cutest DJ in all of Northwest Kirkland.
Uh-huh. He needs to wash her hair.
Nasir is critiquing you, says the disappointing beat drop is killing me.
That is baiting. When I took away the drums.
You know, if the beat's constantly going, there's nothing special about it. Beats are like diamonds. The more they're in circulation, the less they're worth.
That's really...
I really like this particular confluence of wrinkles and scale. I want to know how I did that so I can do it everywhere. I feel like I was mostly just like almost not randomly, like there's definitely a flow to it. I don't know if I can reproduce it consistently. Second best to turn down for what with these beats? Yeah. You know, I was in a turn down for what video once. No, wait. I was in a Harlem Shake video. Never mind.
Sounds like what the piano probably sounds like because it's a little off. What?
That's how you end a song right there. That is strong.
What? Sorry. My
what?
bad. I just like.
It's practically the new turn down for what? Now, Sarah Heather is using an app called Polyphonic, which is it is from the internet, but it just has like a bunch of different buttons you press, and it mixes the drums or the bass or the beat or the piano or voices, whatever. So she's just like kind of randomly pressing buttons on it to see what happens.
Randomly?
I mean, with great skill and nuance. There you go. Now you know.
And then I'm gonna push the keyboard one, and it shows up blinking. That's gonna start next. Oh, man, this angle is very weird. Okay.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the Disneyland electrical place. It like
yeah, a little bit.
It brings me back, man. To the 80s. I don't like that one. But I don't remember which one it was. So it happens when you push a whole bunch. Bunch blinking because it's queuing. It's like a nice glare. Finally killed that one. Now, geez, why can't I figure this out? It's like the glare. Whatever. I hate that one, but I keep pushing. Pushing all the wrong buttons!
Put it out of its memory. Misery. And memory. Put it out of both. Nasir honestly thinks it's an amazing piece of art. You did it, honey. You made an amazing piece of art.
From the buttons I pushed?
Mm-hmm.
I'm really good at pushing buttons.
That is more true than you know.
You have no idea.
On many levels.
I'll find buttons that you didn't even know you had, and I'll push it. It doesn't always work out very well.
She's very good at making and keeping friends who have incredible depth of character and are willing to critically examine their lives. And very good at losing friends who are not willing to critically examine their lives.
But then you're also my husband, so it's kind of like, you have to say that. It's like your mom's like,
it's my
you're
job.
pretty on the inside, or, you know. Your mom's
pretty on the inside.
That's not the mom I had, but...
Your left kidney is pretty.
I heard it has a stone.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I don't know.
You're pretty on the outside of your inside.
Mm. I have a new thumb.
Oh, yeah.
I can't extend my arm. Here's my thumb. Here's my thumb. There.
It's very impressive.
If I put it on Josh's face, then I know it's perfect.
Yep. That's just a general rule of the universe, is the closer you get to Josh's face, the more perfect you are. What's this one called? Aurora?
Aurora.
I thought I used... Oh, maybe I haven't used Aurora yet. I need to make an Aurora. You should record one of these so I can have it for my YouTube videos. I need like a 15-minute long one.
Well, I took screenshots of these to print them out, and I played it and figured out each one, like which key they were in.
Oh, yeah.
So that I could map it out.
Right.
Like hit 1, 1, 1, or 2, you know what I mean? But otherwise the song's just gonna sound
Random.
yeah, which I'm doing really good at right now. Oh yeah, I did this one. I even memorized this button, whatever one it was. It was hard playing and doing this because I'm not supposed to use this hand.
Yeah.
And I'm using it way too much.
Yeah, don't tell Amy about this stream. I don't want her to know about the excellent music. I'm waiting for the next time she comes on so I can play Don't Be Afraid for her.
Maybe I'll learn it, but like really badly, and just like, play it on the piano.
It's not the music she doesn't like, it's the whispering.
Oh. Yeah. It's like clapping. Clapping for me is like, I can cringe.
Oh, you don't like any body noises. You don't like clapping, click, snapping, whistling.
It's not that I don't like it. My brain is going to focus on it and guess. It tries to guess when the next one is going to be. It's really obnoxious.
That does sound obnoxious.
sounds like it's not. That's weird. It sounded like the sounds weren't matched. It did that when I was over there on the piano.
Dottie, I don't know where Amy's been. You need to. Oh, she came on once. I want to say like a week or so ago. So you need to track her down and nag her. Guessing that probably has something to do with her being a very studious student, and so she's probably got her finals to study for and stuff. That, or I mean, maybe she found a better artist to follow their streams, if you could conceive of such a thing. I know, that's ridiculous, right?
You're the only one I watch. Because you're on the couch next to me.
That's true. Heather doesn't have a choice.
I mean, I was trying to listen to Spotify, but fine. No. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, that's the song. This one sounds like it's offbeat.
Does it?
So when I add it, okay, I'll add it next time. That sounds like it's on there.
Kind of looks like Dobby from the back. Dobby, the house elf Dobby? I didn't think Dobby had that many warts. Been listening to this podcast called Witch Please, and it's two ladies discussing all of the finer points about the Harry Potter universe. And one of the things they were talking about was the disturbing implications of house elves in the Harry Potter universe, and like the rules for how they get freed, because there seems to be some contradiction in the narrative. Like in the book, Hermione is always scattering clothes around so that the house elves will accidentally pick them up while they're cleaning, and then, you know, thus become free. But apparently that most of the elves' attitude is that that is distasteful, and they're annoyed with her that she's doing that. And the way Dobby gets free is Malfoy like throws a sock at him, or throws a sock, and Dobby catches it. So it's not even like Malfoy was trying to give it to him, but he was like, well, you gave me something, I'm free now. So that makes the rules really murky. Damon says, maybe if you fed Dobby after midnight. He smoked for 50 years, lived in a travel trailer, and really, really let himself go. Oh, only the back of the ears. Oh, okay, yeah. I can see that. Actually, I do need to add Dobby to my image file with all the characters with similar facial layouts.
They put together still is working.
Yeah. My guess is they cheated and used math to figure out how to do that.
I feel like we have some math geniuses over here.
Scolla has a face only a mother could love.
That's what Mama said. So do I.
Or someone with a pug obsession, yeah. I do love the way pugs look, so. I had a French bulldog as a kid. Loved that dog. Scolla is pretty on the inside, that's right. I mean, you can see inside right now because his skin is transparent on his head.
This makes me feel, or sounds like Friday Night Lights. I love that intro song. It's like one of the best songs ever made.
Wow.
It's just really,
I don't know if I've heard it.
It's beautiful. I don't even know what it is, but whatever the song is. This one reminds me of it.
Yes, Nasir says he's nasty on the inside, if only you knew his diet. It's all a matter of perspective. Damon says, Friday Night Lights theme song, Your Hand in Mine by Explosions in the Sky. Now you know. Thanks, Damon.
If I put it on, it would...
Yeah, I would flag my video or take away my money. Couldn't pay the rent if you put that song on.
They can't track this one because it's a mess. Heather has buttons, it's messy. So it's kidding.
Nasser, it is a judgment to say that fecal matter is nasty. That is simply an opinion. It's just another configuration of matter, atoms and quarks, quantum foam existing in the universe. You're just applying your narrow conception to fecal matter. I mean, ask a dung beetle or a fly how delicious it is. Or a dog.
Yeah.
Don't summon the YouTube police. That's right. If they come and arrest my video, then I don't get the 0.024% that it would have made. We can't pay the bills, we can't eat, we starve to death. No more.
We have to go back to Starbucks.
Yep.
Earlier.
No more live stream. Thanks, Friday Night Lights.
I'll hum that part for like a week. I've done it already. We're gonna get rid of it now. Bam. Yeah.
I don't think the Fremont troll is very warm. Yeah.
Well, I can.
It's great music for chilling and just making 1 billion scales.
Oh man, see, I do it every time. It's like, it's where my thumb can reach. I can't like. Oh, see, I haven't even done that one yet. I know. I'm gonna do all top left corners.
Okay.
Right now. That was fast. I felt like that was that was insane. All right, top left. How about top right as well? It's almost satisfying. The way that looks. And top right.
No one asks here, it's not the definition of not cool globally, because we share this globe with dung beetles and flies and dogs. So you have to take their opinion into account. "5 hours to wakey wakey, better go sleepy sleepy." Okay, good idea, Damon.
Bye, Damon.
Thanks for helping.
And for tolerating this mess. That guitar almost sounds old. It's like lagging. Oh, that speaker might be. Do you hear it?
What am I listening for?
I think the speaker might be running out of batteries.
Oh. I think I want these little claws to be coming out from between the scales. This here says, "No, I disagree with you, since when we're talking about an intelligent creature like humans, comparing him to mindless insects is not fair." Okay. Guess it's a matter of how alien you want, you're comfortable with another sentient being is. Like,
I did not know it made that sound. I mean, the picture does not tell me that that's what it would do.
I mean, I think the reason that fecal matter is universally nasty to humans is because our biology is such that if we interact with it too much, we get sick, and that's what kind of creates our revulsion to it, right? But if your biology was not that way, and it was just like touching water or, you know, wood, I doubt we would have that same emotional reaction to it.
Like it's in the very background.
Alright, you want to take us out, hon? I think I'm ready to wrap it for the night. I've got a pretty good transition between the head object and the body object. You know, I'm going to go in and do the same kind of little detail line work that the head has on the body, but I think as a basis that works. I'm thinking about maybe doing like some kind of spinal cord, like subtle ridge, like larger scales on the back. I'm going to consider that. Although he's very bifurcated on the front and top. Comes together at the nose. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm going to think about it. And Seer says, saying what I said doesn't change anything. I still think of your mother's explanation when asked her, how can a creature with a huge ego do such humiliating action like eating waste? Because to them, it's not waste. To them, it's processed fine dining. Right?
A la carte?
Mm-hmm. They don't view the digestive system the same way humans do. So there's nothing humiliating to them about it. In fact, other animals are humiliated by producing their food for them. Other animals are like their food processing units. Alright. We'll have to take up this argument later, because I gotta go. Can you turn it down so I can say goodbye? Turn it down so I can say goodbye. Okay. Thank you. Alright. I'll see you guys later. Thanks for stopping by. And see you on the weekend. And, man, Doing these scales sure is taking a while, isn't it? Let's hope it doesn't take 1,000,000,000 miles longer. Okay. Dottie is thanking DJ Heatherish for the fat beats. Yep. All right. See you guys. Bye.